Put the hip shit on the shelf, cause the way the real rappers being real itself. My dad done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up. Put the hip shit on the shelf, cause the way the real rappers being real itself. My dad done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. Money. All you guys are like wrong with being wealthy. Like Kanye West said, having money is not everything. Not having it is. No, dude, or if you ain't taking it, that's not the ability to create wealth. No, it's the love of money that you know why money so much. Why you get up and go to work? Everybody thinks that the bar on the things that you think about. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. That's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. Now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial mentor to the working class,
Good morning, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the working class, where I do my very best to bring practical yet proven wealth-building strategies to working class men and women all over this great nation of ours. I am truly blessed, honored, and counted a privilege to have you guys tuning in to the show this morning. I have a special guest for you guys. We are going to be talking about multiple streams of income and why it's important that you have that. And this guest is a powerhouse of knowledge when it comes to building wealth and multiple streams of income. So guys, you're in for a treat. Facebook, do me a huge favor, just type okay if the sound is coming through nice and clear. I've literally done a full show where the sound was crap and nobody told me. So let's make sure that the sound is coming through clear. We don't usually have this issue with YouTube there. Also on Facebook, do me a huge favor and go ahead and share the stream to your timeline, because I know you know some people who want to figure out how to create multiple streams of income. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click the share icon, share the link on whatever your favorite platform is, because this will literally allow people to watch the stream inside of their favorite social media platform. Courtney Ellis, I appreciate that. So good. Sound is good on Facebook. Let's get right into it, guys. You know, every morning I like to let you know exactly and specifically who this show is for. This show is for the risers and grinders this morning. If you got up this morning with legacy on your brain and you're thinking about your children's children, this show is for you. Right? If you are one of those people who said that when I get up and my feet touch the floor in the morning, I'm going to get up, get out, and get something, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter how the day is going, this show is for you. You might be one of those people who got the desire to be wealthy, got the discipline to be wealthy. You're yearning, but maybe you just need some strategy, some tips, a game plan. Well, this show, my friend, is for you, especially because my special guest today is going to give it to you rough, raw, and real on how to create multiple streams of income. Now, just like we like to tell you who the show is for, let's talk about who this show is not for, right? If you have one of those weird relationships with money, you think capitalism is evil, think money is bad, this show is not for you. If you have a problem with me just saying the word money 30 times in the last 30 seconds, this show ain't for you. You can tune out right now. I can promise you, I'm probably going to say money, wealth, legacy, another 300 times in the next 25 minutes or so. So this show is not for you. If you're sitting back waiting to see if Donald Trump is going to fix the economy or Hillary Clinton's going to fix the economy instead of focusing on your economy, this show is not for you. And let's be clear, I do not have a problem with you not wanting to be wealthy. I only have a problem with you if you have a problem with me wanting to be wealthy, because I don't know if you got the memo or if you've ever seen a future billionaire before, but you're looking at one right now. So if you have a problem with that, or me even saying that, this show is not for you. Today's show is sponsored by World Financial Group and my special guest, Cory Beal. It's also sponsored by the St. Louis Small Business Expo, which will be held at Qtopia this Saturday, August 27th, 1 to 4 p.m. The address over at Qtopia is 11824 West Florissant Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63033 if you want the phone number to call, because I'm not certain on that zip code. I know I should have looked it up because I've been saying this all week. But that phone number is 314-830-1200. Some of the best wings you'll ever get in the St. Louis area. So I will be there live with another 15 to 20 entrepreneurs in the St. Louis area. So come hang out and see what the local business community has to offer. Now, without further ado, I told you this guy is a powerhouse of information when it comes to building wealth and using different financial instruments to create multiple streams of income. So I'm just going to bring him on out and let him share with you why he's passionate about building wealth, in particular building wealth in our community, and why financial literacy is important to him. And then we'll get into some of those various ways that you can create multiple streams of income based on some of the things that he's doing. So Mr. Cory Beal, come on out and give me a mic check, bro.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
I can hear you. If you want to be on camera, go ahead and turn your camera on too, man, and let's rock and roll this thing.
Hey, can you see me?
There we go. There we go. So really quickly, man, just tell the people why the financial industry appealed to you and what made you go in that direction.
Oh, well, I try to make it short and sweet, but I was working at Dell Computers as a small business consultant back in 2000, I like to say 5. And I was having a conversation with one of my buddies who named Brooks Winfrey, who just so happened to be a white boy, you know, with a name like Brooks Winfrey, of course. And, you know, even though he was a cool white boy, he still just wanted to ask questions about the racial divide. We was talking. We just got to talking. He went to UT. I went to Tennessee State. I majored in psychology. He majored in business management. Working at the same place. I was probably making anywhere between 80 to 90,000 a year easily, and he was making anywhere between 50 to 60,000 a year. So we just started talking about financial literacy in our community, because at that time also I was nowhere near corporate. I mean, I used to call myself the young Jeezy Adele. I was t-shirt, all black t-shirt, all black Levi jeans, Timberland boots every day at work, even though I was in a small business. And he would just look at me and be like, wow, dog, like, you know, he really stereotyped me. And when we started to talk about the importance of financial literacy within our community, during that time period, and she lost her father and her mother, age 41 and 38 respectively, to diabetic comas. Now, her father back in the day used to participate in illegal activities in Chicago. I don't know how raw I could get on your show. Just say he was big time in Chicago. He had 13 kids, and you know, ultimately when he passed away, he didn't leave anything. 13 kids and leave nothing. It was times I go to this house and I see $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 just sitting on the table.
Wow.
Same with her mother. And when they both passed away, one was left helping with the funeral, me, and the other funeral, the mother left her like a little small $2,000 insurance policy. We still almost had to cover it. Brooks' mother passed away during the same period, $750,000. And I'm shortening the story just for, you know, but for me, that right there let me know that we don't have no understanding of insurance, financial literacy, the power and a sound investment in yourself month after month to ensure your generation to fight. Because me and Brooks wanted to open up a gym. I don't know if you're familiar with this gym. It was in Atlanta at the time, called Run and Shoot.
Okay.
7 gym, like 15 basketball courts, 7 tracks. I mean, this is a phenomenal gym. And at the time, it would have cost us $4 million. We needed $2 million of liquidity and $2 million worth of property. My mentor at the time was going to put up the $2 million in property. And we had to come up with the $2 million in liquid capital. And he was willing to use the proceeds from his life insurance, at least $500,000 loan, which was going to allow me to pay, deplete my 401k loan. And I pulled away from the deal because I was nervous and money. You know,
right.
I was slick jealous, to be honest with you. You know, his mother, who was a homemaker, she was a homemaker. My parents was too, hey, they got it in. And the mother, who was a homemaker, left $750. And this man took his $500, could have took $500,000 to open up any business. That's when I knew it was a divide. That's when I understood what a trust fund baby was and all that. And you know, the shit, I mean, I'm sorry, the stuff we used to make fun of. So that's when it became very important to me. I wound up leaving Dell Computers to go to Wells Fargo Financial to become a store manager, an assistant store manager, and understand what debt to income mean. I didn't know what debt to income mean at 27 years old, to be honest with you.
Right.
I understand what debt to income mean, what APR mean, what all those numbers that unfortunately our community don't understand, and watch us get lambasted by year in and year out. And I just saw how our race, when the black consumer come in, they didn't know what the hell they had. They was paying. They didn't know anything. But when the white consumer come, they was giving me information. So I was like, man, you know, who was teaching our community? I don't know who was teaching our community back in
right
2007 and 8. I mean, besides the pimps in the pulpit, I mean, that's another topic.
Right. Well, let me do this, man, because you dropped a few powerful statements there in that story, and I appreciate you sharing that testimony, bro. And I like that you were slick jealous a little bit, because and you should be, man, and you should be, because if you think about what his parents did or his mom did, all she did was make a commitment to $20, $30 a month over her lifetime.
Man.
That's all she
did. That's all she did. I mean, that's it. That's all she did. She paid some pennies on the dollar for that her son, that she would leave a legacy. And she was a home maker.
Yeah. So she sold dresses or done baked pies or something just to come up with that little $25, $30 a month, man. And she just did it religiously. And as a result, she passed on. She transferred wealth that she didn't have, because she didn't have this $750,000, but she figured out how to still transfer wealth to her son and her party. So that's what it means to be financially literate, guys. If you're just tuning in, you're checking out Talking Money in the Morning with your man H. Cortez, financial health mentor to the working class. I got Cory Beal on of World Financial Group, and he just laid out one of the primary reasons that we need financial literacy in this and in our community, because his former in-laws passed and left debt. What do I mean by debt? They left them with the bill of having to bury them. His co-worker's mother passed and she left $750,000, right? Huge difference. So I know that you have a lot of instruments that you offer and within a consultation that you can give to our listening audience today and our viewing audience. And talk about some of the top 3 things that you guys offer over at World Financial Group that can help people create multiple streams of income and also transfer wealth to that next generation.
Like I said, the top 3 things we offer. Wow. Yeah. I mean, in Wall Street, We're walking Wall Street. I mean, we can offer you something that's small, insurance product, or we can get you something into the investments if you want to invest in some muni bonds or things of that magnitude. Just a whole your services, especially with the type of companies we're dealing with. Along with the Great World Financial Group, you know, we deal with companies from MetLife, Voya, Transamerica, Jackson National. I mean, you name it. You know, I'm like a one-stop shop on our client needs, depending on us. When we do an accurate analysis, that's when I can find out which solution fits your need at once, you know, at that particular moment. And then we just grow from there, because, you know, it's all about relationship building. It's not about, hey, let's hit you with this 3-piece and a biscuit and you out the way. No, we're going to serve you the full encore, the full course. And what is the full course? That's the opportunity to do these following here. We're going to show you our 6 major concepts. I always like to go to my notes so I can be better prepared. So give me one quick second here. All right, so basically, once we set you up with our 6 steps of financial independence, which, hey, we want to show you how you can improve your cash flow first and foremost, because it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. You and I both know that. That's what separates you from being wealthy, from being broke. Now, how much you spend is how much you keep. Then we sit down with you and tell you the importance of setting up an emergency fund. You know, the average or the median savings within the African-American community, and you know, most people know the difference. Well, people like us in our industry, we know the difference between average and median. I mean, median mean damn near exact. The median savings within our community is $87. I have $87 in their savings account. And that's a problem, because for some odd reason, we just don't believe life happens. Just when a mirage of news that's in front of us with stories, I'm sure grandparents could pass down, friends could pass down, where something happened, we were just not prepared. We still don't follow the 5 Ps, which is proper preparation prevents poor performance. We're going to debt management, and it's only me and a few other people that is actively within our community that's telling people, such as yourself, that debt is slavery. The type of debt out there is slavery. Whether you're a homeowner, whether you're driving a car, that is slavery.
Yep.
You need to understand the importance of how not to be enslaved. Student loans are slavery. I mean, right now, going to college is the new hustle. You got to really think about it. That's one of the main reasons our government is staying afloat.
Yeah, yeah, and that's also the next bubble that's about to burst too.
About to burst, so you got to watch out for that. And then we properly protect you. You know, help you. We show you strategies where you can protect the loss of income, protect your family assets. Then we do what me and you like to talk about, what me and you currently doing right now, which is building wealth.
Exactly.
To outpace inflation and reduce taxes. We offer professional money management services. And then we do the last and final thing, which is preserve wealth so we can pass down to our generations. So the top 2 that I love to sell right now, that I love to really sit down and talk about, is something our community is not used to hearing. We have a new term insurance on the market, actually been out since 2000. And it offers living benefits. It offers living benefits.
Okay.
Now, I'm the person that always telling my clients this. We all, if you've been in this industry, the term insurance is the gravy train of all insurance companies. It's just pure profit. Be honest with you, it's pure profit, because 98% of people who buy term insurance outlive their term.
They're going to outlive it. Yep.
They term. We all know that it's fact, right? That's why people, you know, that's why A is so cost effective, and P and why people really disrespect it. Need it, I don't need it. But it's a new term policy out here that I think everybody should have.
Okay.
Everybody should have. Community what tends to happen with us, Cortez, black men and black women between ages 35 and 65.
Yeah, we're gonna die way before we finish raising them children. And when that happens, someone's gonna set up a GoFundMe page, or someone's gonna have a bake sale, or some sort of cook-off, or stand on a corner and do some toe rolling to help cover the cost of putting us in the ground.
And most of the reasons that we die, some unexpected deaths, is due to our negligence to health.
Yeah.
Like I said, my ex-wife parents is 41 and 38, and they both died from diabetic comas. But I watch how they eat.
Right.
You know, and you know, a lot of us African Americans, you know, we're going to start suffering from the poor choices we made in our teenage years and in our 20s because we still negligent eaters. Hell, I'm a negligent eater. I know that for a fact. That's why I got a nice policy on myself. The average black woman, she ain't gonna find out she have breast cancer until she's in stage 3. Happened between 37 to 43. You can look these numbers up. And what happened if they only got $87 in savings and they got inadequate health insurance? They just became uninsurable. Or they don't have the money to pay for the medicine to cure them faster. Well, that's what our term insurance does. If you have a heart attack, if you have a stroke, if you have cancer, if you have kidney transplant, whatever, any major critical or chronic illness, you could take up to 90% of the face amount of your term and never have to pay it back. Tax-free dollars, never have to pay it back.
Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's huge. Now, most insurance companies, they're not going to promote this because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a gamble. The insurance company is gambling. They want you to outlive your insurance practice, right? I mean, your coverage.
Yeah.
And you're gambling to, hey, if I die, I'm going to be covered.
Right. Exactly.
They're not going to push this type of product out here because 46% of small business owners go out of business due to medical illness.
Whoa.
Illness. And guess what? They're not covered. We had a young lady who had you thought she was in shape. You know, she was a track runner. She had a $300,000 term insurance policy. Wound up having a triple bypass heart attack. Within 6 or 7 months of having this policy, we was able to cut her a check for $222,000.
Wow, that's amazing. And we're talking about transferring of wealth, multiple streams. And see, if someone doesn't sit down with you, they wouldn't see that term policy as an income stream. That's an income stream.
That's an income stream
of income, guys. Transferable wealth. That's what you got to understand. This thing is all about. We've got to stop putting our next generation in the hole. So if you understand anything about this world, there is a race for dominance, and we are losing the race because we keep putting future generations in the hole to start the race. We talked about earlier in the show. He just now joining us that his co-worker mom passed and left him $750,000. His former in-laws passed and left them the debt or the burden of having to pay for the burial. That's what we're talking about. Multiple streams of income, generational wealth that could be passed down from one to the next. And then in addition to that, someone sitting down with you, creating the relationship with you, you're going to also educate them. So now they not only pass down the dollars, they pass down the knowledge to keep, grow, maintain, and protect that wealth. Man, this 30 minutes have flown by so fast. I want to do this, Cory. I know, and you know, just probably better than me, that there's 3 ways that you accumulate wealth in this country. You buy it, you build it, or you steal it. Now, we're not going to talk about stealing wealth, right? We're not going to talk about stealing wealth today, but you definitely can buy it, and that's through investment vehicles like insurance, but you can also build it through building a business. So talk a little bit about the ability for someone who's got some ambition, drive, and they want to get into the financial education space. they want to join this crusade and start helping us get the message out about building wealth and the different avenues that you have available to you. I know you guys offer an opportunity for someone to partner with you, get some mentorship, and you guys can train them and help them get into this industry and not only make some money for themselves, but join this crusade of teaching financial literacy and bringing these products to our community. So talk a little bit about that. We've got about 4 minutes, bro.
You can make big boy money in what I do. I'm part of the leadership team here at WFG, and all I just need to sell, in all honesty, is just one deal a week, one retirement deal a week, an average of $200, and I'm going to make easily 6 figures. 6 figures in the industry, you know, and that's if I just want to work 10 hours a week. You're not going to find too many companies where you can work 10 hours a week and make 100 grand a year, especially in my position. But this is the state of the industry that we're currently in right now. Nearly half of all existing financial advisors are over the age of 55. That means that nearly a third of them are going to retire in the next decade. And it's going to probably leave an estimate of about $200,000 to $300,000. I mean, 200 to 300,000 people out the working force, out this industry. Like that from now and I think until 2027, we got 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 every day. Things they were told to never talk about: money, religion, and politics. And when I sit down with those clients, they have no idea what to do with their money. So we're offering a unique opportunity to get into an industry where you're going to get world-class training. Just yesterday, we had Nationwide teach us about their products, and we have direct access to the vice presidents, the sales trainers, to constantly come down here and train our agents. Right? So we had 4-year last week. We had Nationwide this week. I think next week we're going to have Net Law that's going to talk about estate planning. So all the things that you really wish your parents would have taught you about, that the schools are not teaching. Remember, y'all, only 4 states out of 50 teach financial literacy in high schools. Only 4. So that means that it's unfortunately a lot of financial illiterate people out there, and we need people who have a genuine passion folks how to preserve wealth. And that's really the opportunity right there. If you really want to come in and make an additional $1,000 to $2,000 a week, working anywhere between 10 to 15 hours a week, you know, you definitely want to get in contact with me. And one else thing I wanted to say is we talk about multiple streams of income. Let me tell you how I monetize on what I do, because I sit down and I talk to all. So not only do I have this insurance slash investment firm, I also have my own tax business. Income, right? I also have my own credit repair business. That's another stream of income, right? Also connecting with people in the travel industry. That's another stream of income, you know. So I take care of our vices, because, you know, Black folk love to travel. You can't travel broke, but we still do it. I try to show people a way of traveling rich. Get your credit in order. Now, I do believe debt is slavery, but hey, if you want to build your business credit, it's imperative that we have your personal credit in order, so I can teach you the importance of having a straw man account.
Yeah.
3, taxes. You got to do your taxes. So right there, I just showed you guys 4 streams of income that you could possibly make off one client, which could take you to making $1,000 a month, upwards to $50,000 a month, hundreds of $1,000s a month. Real legit money. My mentor makes $400,000 a month.
Wow. Wow. That is ridiculous, Cory. So do this. Let us know what's the best way to reach you, because we're right at the close of the show. And then I'm going to make sure that I get all of this information into the show notes as well. So give them a number to call, give them a website, however you want people to get in touch with you, to sit down and have a consultation with you about the particular policies and the services that you guys offer. And if that ambitious person like the idea of being able to make 100 grand a year, working 10 hours a week, let them know how they get in touch with you, bro.
They can call me, send me a text message with your email address, state who you are at 615-999-867. That is one way to get in contact with me. The second way is to get in contact with me is Cory, C-O-R-Y, Beal, B-E-A-L, S-R, .wfg@gmail.com. You get in contact with me so I can send you some literature, or I can send you some videos so you can watch. My website will be back up at the beginning of the month. We're going to do some revamping to it, so you can go to www.corybealsenior.com. This is Cory at corybealsenior.com.
Gotcha.
If you're on LinkedIn, you can catch me on LinkedIn. On Twitter, it's Mr. Cory Beal Senior.
Cool. So guys, you are tracking with Ace Cortez, Financial Health Mentor to the Working Class, and we're talking money in the morning live with Mr. Cory Beal of World Financial Group. If you're just tuning in, you missed it from the beginning to the end. He just dropped nugget after nugget after nugget. So I know we're a little bit over our time, so let me shout out our sponsor again, which is the St. Louis Small Business Expo. Is going to be held at Qtopia. If you're in the St. Louis area, you want to come hang out with me and about 24 other entrepreneurs. You want to know more about the services, the products that we offer, free food, games, prizes, all of that stuff. Come out to Qtopia Saturday, August 27th, 1 to 4 p.m. Address is 11824 West Florissant Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri 63033. Definitely also sponsored by World Financial Group, my man Cory Beal Senior. If you want to put yourself in position to transfer wealth to your children, he's the guy you want to talk to. If you understand that you can buy wealth, but you can also build wealth, then he talked about having 4 or 5 streams of income just by partnering with him and letting him mentor you in the financial industry. And that came with 3 or 4 other streams of income. Guys, you got to understand that get with someone who can help you, mentor, coach, and guide you. One of the reasons that we stumble is because we have this Lone Ranger attitude about everything. We don't want to be coached. We don't want to be mentored. Well, guess what? The wealthy, the ancient have a saying, and I'm gonna close the show with this: to go fast, go alone, but to go far, go together. And that's what we're talking about, going far. So we're gonna need to go together. So you're checking out Talking Money in the Morning with your main man, Ace Cortez, Financial Health Mentor to the Working Class. Until I talk to you in the next episode, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. Cory, hang on. I'm gonna stop the broadcast, but hang on for a second. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode.